Hey everyone, today we are tackling another real world Python problem. So imagine you are at an ATM withdrawing cash. The machine only gives out $100, $50, $20, and $10 bills. Now our goal is that we want to get the cash using the least number of bills possible, the fewest number of bills possible or notes possible. So for example, let's say you want to withdraw $280. Now, our goal is that we want to break it into fewest number of bills. So what will your breakdown look like? So first you'll go with the maximum denomination, which is $100 here. So maybe you will have $200 bills multiplied by 100. We will have one $50 bill after that, which is the second highest denomination here. So that makes the total as 250. We are left with $30 now. So we'll have to take one $20 bill and one $10 bill. So one $20 bill and one $10 bill. So how many bills we have in total? We have total five bills. Two here, two of $100, one of $50, one of $20, and one of $10. So total five bills, $280. So the key here is that we want to always start with the largest bill first and then work our way down. So let's plan how we can get to the solution. So first thing that we need to do is we need to identify that how many bills of a certain denomination would be required. So for that, we can use integer division or quotient. So in the case of 280, for instance, if I divide it by 100 here, I get 2, right? So this is giving me the integer division or the quotient here. So that means two bills of 100 would be required. Then what is the remaining amount after taking the largest bill, taking out the largest bill? So $200 is already covered. The remaining amount, we can use modulus operator for that. Modulus operator, all these things we have discussed in previous videos. So if you check the modulus of this, it comes out to be 80. So this 80 is the remaining amount after taking out the largest bill. So 200 is already paid. 80 is the outstanding amount. Now we'll repeat this with the next largest bill. So 80 is outstanding. Again, we will calculate the integer division here based on the second largest amount, which is 50. And then we will go ahead. So one bill of 50 is required. And then what is the outstanding amount? For that, again, we'll use the modulus operator. So we are getting 30. So we'll keep repeating this for the next bill, the next largest bill, till we have fully broken down our amount here. All right, so now that we understand how to approach it logically, let's jump into the code. So first thing that we have to do is we have to take the input from the user. We have to ask the user to enter the withdrawal amount. So we'll use input function for that. And we'll say enter withdrawal amount. And we need to convert this to int. So we have to use the int function here to convert it to an int. And we can save it down in a variable. Let's just call it amount. So this is the withdrawal amount. Now the ATM machine has to give out the bills or the notes. So we'll start with the largest bill, which is $100. So first we'll create a list and we can just specify which all denominations are available. So $100 bill is available, 50 is available, 20 is available, and 10 is available. Now what we'll do, we'll loop over each of this denomination and calculate the quotient here and the remainder. So for that, we'll use for loop for bill in bills, and then we want to do amount bill. How many bills of this particular type are needed? So how many bills of $100, for instance, are needed? This is what this calculation will give us. Now, where to save it? So we can save it in a list if we want, but I think let's just go ahead and do it in a dictionary where the key could become the bill, the denomination, and the value would be the number of bills required. So I'm going to go ahead and create a dictionary to store the number of each bills. So let's call it bill count. I'm creating an empty dictionary, and then I can say bill underscore count bill. So the key is the bill, and this is nothing but the number of bills for this particular type that are needed. And then we have to update the remaining amount. So to get the remaining amount, we need to use the modulus operator. So amount, this is modulus bill, right? And we need to update the amount. This is our new amount. Something like this. You could have written it in the shorthand format as well. So just get rid of this amount here, and it's the same thing. Amount is equal to amount modulus bill. This, we are updating the remaining amount here. So this right here tells us how many bills of that type we need. And this gives us the remaining amount after using those bills. And we are repeating it for each bill type. So just in case if you are not clear what's going on here, we can print the intermediate amount also. So let's go ahead and run this much of code. So we have to enter the amount. So let's just enter 280 so that we can verify that we are getting the right answers as well. So 280, first it will take two bills. So if I print this bill underscore count dictionary, so it is taking two bills of $100. So $200 are already consumed, 80 is left. So now the new amount is 80. Now when we put in 80 here and divide it by the next denomination, which is 50, uh, we get one here. So one bill of $50 and 30 is the outstanding. 80 minus 50 is 30. So this is how it will work. Of course, we have to do some error handling. Here we are assuming a clean scenario wherein the user enters the amount, which is multiple of 10, so that these bills could take care of it. But if it is not multiple of 10, maybe we want to throw an error or say that the amount has to be in the multiple of 10. So that error handling is something that, of course, we need to take care of. Now, finally, we need to display the breakdown neatly. So let's just go ahead and print all the results here. ATM dispensed. And then so we'll just loop over this bill underscore count. So I'll use the items function, which will give me the tuple of the key and the value. And I'll unpack the tuple bill. So it will give me the key is nothing but the biller and the value is nothing but the count. So I'm using the variable name as bill and count. And then we'll say bill if count is, so only when count is greater than 0, that means the bill of that particular denomination are being used, we want to print it out. We don't want to say, okay, $10, we have 0 bills. That doesn't make sense. So we are checking here that count has to be greater than 0. And if it is greater than 0, then let's just go ahead and print the bill and the associated count. And let's just put a dollar also before this. It's giving us error. In the print here, sorry. So yeah, this is what it looks like. If I just take this here and put everything in one cell, and then let's just try to run it. Let's try with a different amount this time, 670. So I'm getting 70, 20, 00. So it's saying ATM dispensed $100 bill, six $50 bill, one $20 bill, one. Okay. And we can probably get rid of this also. This is not required. Let's just try with one more. 1000. So only $100 bills, $100 bills are required. So yeah, that was it. Uh, what I would like you all to do is modify the code to handle the invalid amounts. If the amounts are not in multiple of 10, we don't have the denominations here to give the money if the amount is not in the multiple of 10. So just handle that situation where if user enters the amount which is not in multiple of 10, give a message saying that, hey, the amount has to be a multiple of 10. Okay? So try modifying the code to handle the invalid amounts. That's a wrap for today. Comment below with your biggest takeaway from this tutorial. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.